Have you ever wondered why some people can walk through life completely unfazed, no matter what's thrown their way? What if you could be that person? Imagine a life where no one's words, actions, or opinions could ever disturb your peace. Sounds impossible, right? But it's not. In fact, it's a skill, a mindset, and one that's been mastered by the greatest thinkers in history. Today, we're diving into the ancient wisdom of Stoicism and combining it with the cutting edge of dark psychology to show you how to never get angry or bothered by anyone ever again. By the end of this video, you'll not only understand the principles, but also have actionable tools to transform how you respond to the world around you. Stick with me, and let's unlock the kind of mental strength that will make you unstoppable. If you're ready to take control, comment below. I own my peace. Let's get started. Number 1. The power of perception. Let me ask you something profound. Why do you let people who mean nothing to you control your emotions? Think about that for a moment. Why do we, time and time again, surrender our peace to people or situations that, in the grand scheme of things, are irrelevant? The truth is, no one can make you angry, no one can bother you unless you allow them to. That's not just philosophy, that's power. The great Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This is the cornerstone of Stoicism, the realization that the only thing within your control is your mind, your perception of events, everything else outside of your power. Here's the reality. When you get angry or upset, you're handing over control of your emotions to someone else. You're saying, "Here, take my peace. You're more important than my own mind." But why would you ever do that? The key to never being bothered by anyone is understanding that their actions are meaningless until you attach meaning to them. You are the gatekeeper of your peace. Right now, I want you to take a moment and reflect on this truth. You have the power to decide what gets to you and what doesn't. If that resonates with you, comment below. I control my mind. Let's build a community of unshakable minds right here. Stay with me, because in the next section, I'll reveal the art of indifference, a Stoic superpower that will change how you approach the world forever. Number 2. The art of indifference. Have you ever noticed how much energy we waste on things that don't really matter? It's one of life's greatest traps, getting caught up in the noise. But here's the truth. The world doesn't care about your feelings, and most of what happens is completely outside your control. So why care so much about it? This is where the Stoics introduce us to a powerful concept, the art of indifference. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This is the ultimate mindset shift. Understanding that your peace depends on what you choose to give meaning to. Indifference doesn't mean apathy. It means choosing where to place your energy. Most things in life, insults, other people's mistakes, or random inconveniences, are simply not worth your attention. They're background noise. When you master indifference, you're no longer a slave to the chaos around you. So the next time someone tries to provoke you, ask yourself, does this truly matter? Will it affect my life in a year? If the answer is no, then let it pass like a breeze. That's the power of indifference. If this resonates with you, comment below, "I am unshakable." Let's see how many of us are ready to let go of the unnecessary. Next, we're going deeper into this mindset, how to master emotional detachment and never let your feelings dictate your actions. Stay tuned. Number 3. Mastering emotional detachment. Here's a hard truth. Your emotions, if unchecked, are your greatest weakness. The moment someone can trigger you, they own you. So how do you break free from this cycle? By mastering emotional detachment, a cornerstone of both Stoicism and dark psychology. Seneca, one of the great Stoic philosophers, said, He who is offended by others is a slave to them. Think about that. Every time you let someone's words or actions dictate your feelings, you're handing them the keys to your mind. But when you detach emotionally, you take those keys back. You separate how you feel from how you act, and that's where your power lies. Here's how to start. The next time you feel anger rising, pause. Ask yourself, why am I giving this situation control over me? Picture your emotions as a storm, chaotic but temporary. Detachment is stepping outside the storm and watching it pass. It doesn't mean you suppress your feelings. It means you observe them without letting them control you. This skill is a weapon. It allows you to stay calm and calculated, even when others are trying to provoke you. And when you master this, you'll notice something incredible. Those who once sought to control you will lose their grip, because they can't manipulate someone who's untouchable. If you're ready to reclaim your emotional power, comment below, "My emotions are mine to command." Let's see who's truly ready to rise above. In the next section, we'll talk about self-dominance and how controlling yourself is the ultimate strength. Don't miss it. Number 4, the importance of self-dominance. Let me ask you something. If you can't control yourself, how can you expect to control your life? The truth is, self-dominance is the foundation of unshakable strength. Without it, you're at the mercy of your emotions, impulses, and the chaos of the outside world. But with it, you become untouchable. The Stoics believed that the man who masters himself is more powerful than the man who conquers a city. Think about that. Marcus Aurelius, one of history's greatest leaders, ruled an empire, yet he said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Self-dominance starts with discipline. Discipline over your reactions, your habits, and your thoughts. When someone tries to provoke you, they're testing your control. If you lash out or lose your temper, you've failed the test. But if you stay composed, you've proven your strength. Here's a practical exercise. The next time someone irritates you, pause and imagine yourself as a mountain, strong, immovable, unaffected by the winds of their words. Remind yourself, their actions don't define me. My response does. When you master self-dominance, you'll notice something powerful. People will begin to respect you more. Why? Because they can't control you. And that kind of strength is magnetic. If you're ready to take control of your life, comment below. I am the master of my fate. Let's see who's ready to step into their power. Next, we'll dive into one of the most effective tools for maintaining control, the pause. Stay with me, and I'll show you how this simple technique can change your life. Number 5, practicing the pause. Have you ever said something in the heat of the moment and regretted it later, or reacted so quickly to someone's actions that you felt powerless afterward? This is the cost of acting without pausing. The pause is one of the most powerful tools in Stoicism and in life. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You always have the option of having no opinion. There is never a need to get worked up or to trouble your soul about things you cannot control." The pause is where you reclaim that option. It's the space between what happens to you and how you respond. And in that space lies your freedom. Here's how it works. The next time you feel anger, frustration, or irritation creeping in, pause. Take a deep breath. In that brief moment, ask yourself one question. Does this deserve my energy? Most of the time, you'll find the answer is no. That pause is where you regain control over your emotions. It's where you decide how to respond, not react. Think of the pause like sharpening a sword. Without it, your actions are dull and impulsive. But with it, every move you make becomes deliberate, calculated, and sharp. It's the difference between being controlled by others and being in control of yourself. If this idea resonates with you, comment below. Pause, breathe, conquer. Let's see how many of you are ready to embrace this life-changing habit. In the next section, we'll explore the mirror technique, a powerful Stoic practice for understanding others without letting them influence you. You won't want to miss this. Number 6, the mirror technique. Let me ask you this. How often do you take someone's behavior personally? When someone insults you or acts out, do you immediately assume it's about you? Here's the truth. Most of the time it's not. What you're seeing is a reflection of their inner struggles. This is where the Stoics teach us a profound lesson: the mirror technique. Epictetus said, "When someone criticizes you, remember that they are speaking from their own perspective. It's their issue, not yours." Imagine holding up a mirror when someone lashes out or behaves badly. What you see is not your own reflection, it's theirs. Their anger, insecurity, or frustration isn't about you, it's about what they're wrestling with internally. Understanding this changes everything. Instead of reacting, you start observing. Instead of taking offense, you see their actions as an expression of their own inner turmoil. This perspective gives you power, because when you stop taking things personally, you become untouchable. Here's a simple exercise. The next time someone tries to provoke you, visualize them standing in front of a mirror. Ask yourself, what does their behavior say about them, not me? This shift in perspective frees you from their influence. If this concept resonates with you, comment below. I see, but I do not absorb. Let's see who's ready to stop carrying the weight of others' baggage. Next, we'll discuss how to build an inner fortress, a mind so strong that nothing can break through. Stay tuned. Number 7, building an inner fortress. Imagine your mind as a fortress, strong, impenetrable, and built to withstand anything life throws at you. What would it feel like to know that no one, no situation, could ever breach your peace? This is what the Stoics called an unassailable mind, and it's a power that you can cultivate. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "You have power over your mind. Realize this, and you will find strength." Think of your mind as a castle surrounded by high walls. Negative words, actions, or events are like arrows shot at those walls. But if your fortress is strong, those arrows can never reach you. To build this inner fortress, you need 3 things: self-awareness, discipline, and perspective. Self-awareness helps you recognize when your peace is under attack. Discipline strengthens your walls, ensuring you don't react impulsively. And perspective reminds you that most of life's battles aren't worth fighting. Here's a practical exercise. The next time you feel your peace being tested, close your eyes and imagine yourself standing within an indestructible fortress. Picture the arrows of negativity bouncing harmlessly off your walls. Feel the strength of your foundation and remind yourself, nothing external can touch my inner world unless I allow it. When you adopt this mindset, you'll notice that people and situations lose their power over you. You'll feel calm, composed, and completely in control. If you're ready to fortify your mind, comment below, "My mind is my fortress." Let's see who's committed to building unshakable strength. In the next section, we'll explore amor fati, the Stoic practice of loving and embracing everything that happens. This mindset will take your inner strength to a whole new level. Don't miss it. Number 8, embracing amor fati. Let me ask you this. What if you could love everything that happens to you, good or bad? Imagine the freedom that would bring. No more resisting reality, no more wishing things were different. Instead, you accept life as it is and turn every moment into an opportunity for growth. This is the essence of amor fati, the Stoic practice of loving one's fate. Nietzsche described it perfectly. Amor fati, that one wants nothing to be different, not forward, not backward, not in all eternity. It's not just about accepting your fate, it's about loving it. Every challenge, every setback, every hardship, it's all part of your story. And instead of running from it, you embrace it. Here's why this mindset is so powerful. When you stop fighting reality, you stop suffering. You begin to see obstacles as opportunities, pain as a teacher, and even failure as a necessary step toward growth. The Stoics believed that life isn't happening to you, it's happening for you. Here's how to practice amor fati. The next time something doesn't go your way, pause and ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can this make me stronger? Then, instead of resisting, lean into the experience. Embrace it fully, knowing it's shaping you into a more resilient person. If you're ready to love your fate, no matter what it brings, comment below, I love my fate. Let's see how many of us are ready to welcome life as it is. In the next section, we'll dive into reframing challenges as tests, a powerful technique for turning every difficulty into a source of strength. Stay with me. Number 9. Reframing challenges as tests. Have you ever faced a difficult situation and thought, why is this happening to me? What if I told you that every challenge you face is not a punishment, but a test? A test of your strength, your character, and your ability to remain unshaken. When you start seeing life this way, you begin to thrive under pressure rather than crumble beneath it. The Stoics believed that obstacles are opportunities in disguise. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." In other words, the challenges you face are there to help you grow. They are the sharpening stone for your resilience. Here's the secret. You need to reframe every difficulty as a test. When someone insults you, it's a test of your patience. When you fail at something, it's a test of your perseverance. And when life feels unfair, it's a test of your ability to find meaning and strength in adversity. The next time you're faced with a challenge, ask yourself, what is this testing in me? Then lean into it. Instead of seeing it as something that's happening to you, see it as something that's happening for you. Every test you pass builds your confidence, your discipline, and your ability to handle anything life throws your way. If this perspective resonates with you, comment below. Every challenge strengthens me. Let's see how many of you are ready to turn obstacles into stepping stones. In the final section, we'll discuss the ultimate power you can cultivate, freedom of the mind. This is the key to living an untouchable life. Don't miss it. Number 10. The ultimate power, freedom of the mind. Let me leave you with this. What would your life look like if no one and nothing could ever disturb your peace? True freedom isn't found in wealth, status, or possessions. It's found in the mind. The ultimate power is the ability to control your thoughts, your emotions, and your reactions. When you master this, you become untouchable. The Stoics believed that external events are beyond our control, but our inner world is entirely ours to command. Epictetus said it best, "No man is free who is not master of himself." Freedom of the mind means you're no longer a prisoner to anger, fear, or anxiety. Instead, you live with clarity, purpose, and peace. But here's the catch. This kind of freedom takes effort. It requires daily practice. Start by reminding yourself that no one can force you to feel anything. Their actions, their words, even the chaos of life, none of it has power unless you give it power. And why would you hand over your freedom? Here's an exercise. Each morning, take a moment to center yourself. Visualize your mind as a calm, still lake. No matter what happens during the day, that lake remains undisturbed. Throughout the day, remind yourself, I control my thoughts, I control my emotions, I control my peace. If you're ready to step into this ultimate freedom, comment below, I choose freedom. Let's build a community of people who are truly untouchable. Thank you for watching this video. If you found value in these ideas, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss another lesson. Together, let's embrace the wisdom of Stoicism and build lives of unshakable strength. See you next time.